And we're back with another episode of the Pals Podcast. I am your co-host, Danny Galarno.
And I am Ricky Liordi. And Dan, who do we have on this week?
We had Julia on the podcast. I think Brevetti.
Julia Brevetti, yeah. She's a local artist and honestly just like crazy good artist. Like I think I just randomly found her online one day. I'm like, I love your shit. I think you need to come on our podcast. I think that's how it happened.
And I kind of love that because she was great energy and she's absolutely so talented and so humble about it too.
Honestly, he's very humble about it. We're like, yo, it's fucked how good you are. But she's like honestly such a character too, like such a sweetheart. Her art's fantastic too, like truly amazing.
And just like the crazy stories too, like that just have come out of it. And I don't like, obviously I follow her, so her stuff keeps popping up, but I keep seeing her stuff even more and more on like my social media. And I'm just like, I need this. I need this in my place.
So Julia, if you ever just want to come and deck out our place, you're always welcome to. No, but for real.
And we really want a car.
Yeah, we want a car. Big circles, lots of wheels. It's an inside joke. If you listen to the podcast, you'll understand it. But no, she's great. She told good stories. Like even just the type of person she is, like she puts herself in the right position for good things to happen to her, which like we genuinely love.
Yeah.
So I guess without further ado,
let's fucking go.
comfy?
Yeah.
Oh, you got comfy.
Yeah, is that okay?
Yeah, go get comfy. We're here for the next hour or so. Well, Julia, welcome to the Pals Podcast.
Good to be here.
Have you? You said you did one other podcast with a friend of yours.
Yeah, like my friend Devin, we were just joking around. Like she wanted to start a podcast, so we were trying to do hot ones, and we just got chicken nuggets and then all the sauces, and we're just talking. It was really not great. I don't think it was ever posted, but that was my first.
I feel like it should have been posted. This could have been great.
Who knows? But this is my first time.
Official one.
Yeah.
Well, welcome. we love having you. And the reason you're on, I saw your art randomly one day. And I was like, yo, this is fucking sick. And who did we have on recently that said something about like painting or something? I'm like, I wish I had that talent. Like, I wish I could just paint something right now.
The thing is, like, I never went to art school. I always just painted. Like, I started painting Marvel characters because me and my brothers really liked Marvel. So I would paint like Spider-Man, and I would just like look at the photo and I was able to draw it really well. And I did it like that, but I can't do like a landscape. Like to me, like that's hard. Like I can't draw people's faces. So I sometimes think I'm actually not great at art. So you could be really good.
Everyone says it, but like art is subjective.
Yes.
And there's so many different types of art. Like we were talking about like Picasso and like think about all like, I don't know, the ones that we study in school.
Yeah.
Like they're all so different. Even if you like go to like the MoMA in New York, and it's literally just like a white canvas with one black dot on it. And like that is art.
And that's what I realized too, as I started to take it more seriously and make it a career, is that it is very subjective. And what matters is just how you market it opposed to what the actual art is itself. Like I know my art's good, but you know, sometimes it's just squares and I'll see comments like, oh, I could do this. I'm like, okay, you can't like do it then. That's fine. But I was able to, I guess, market it in a sense where now people can see it and it's like, oh, that's Julia's style. And then you can sell it for like a certain amount of money, which is crazy because yeah, I've seen art and it's a line. It's literally red canvas, black line through it, 50 grand. And then I've seen art where it looks like a photograph, but it's a painting and the artist just doesn't have enough like recognition. They haven't marketed themselves well, so it's not selling. So it's really a lot of business opposed to just like creativity, which is like interesting.
Yeah, and it's a lot on the back end too with marketing. Like the best example is whenever you go to Europe, like especially in Italy, like you walk outside of a tourist attraction and there's people selling like insanely nice like water paintings.
Crazy.
Like,
it's crazy.
Insanely nice. So it's like it's 1,000 euros and you're like, I'll give you 50. They're like 400. I'm like 50. 300. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'm in a good mood. 75 euros. Okay, deal. You're like, I know that took someone hours. And they're selling it for 75 euros.
Yeah.
And it's like a massive piece. So you're like, holy fuck.
And they're probably like just as talented maybe, if not more than other people.
They
but
don't
it's
have
way
like the social media marketing, right?
And that's why like I'm not discrediting my art. I know, you know, I'm talented, whatever. But I think what I was good at is just the marketing part and getting myself in the right groups of people that have money that will like spend a lot of money on art. Because I've sold pieces sometimes I don't want to expose myself. It doesn't, it's not like it took me 50 hours to do, but you're able to like mark it up. So.
Well, it's also like your style. Like, let's look at like Alec Monopoly is the best example. Like his art, and I believe he's super talented. But what he does is not like insanely out of this world talent.
Yeah.
Like it's not like he's doing a fucking face portrait with like pencils.
But it is like still talent.
It's the concept behind
I'm saying
him.
that he's not like a 1 in a billion type talent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's something that I've seen so many other people like. Who did why am I going blank? Jesse. Like Jesse makes those Alec Monopoly types paintings, just he can't sell it because it's not his style. He didn't create that. Alec Monopoly did that and took over the world, and his pieces are like fucking 6-figure pieces
crazy,
now, right? Maybe 7-figure. I don't even know.
Yeah.
But if you can market it properly and like do that, so it's like the business behind the business, it's like, or the art behind the art.
Yeah, and I also find it's like probably very challenging because it's like not only like it becomes a business in itself, but you're selling yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like what you do, so it's like you kind of have to have that mentality to prove that my shit's worth it and please buy it for this much.
Yeah, and I think I can talk to anyone. So what I've been really good at is when I'm talking to people, talking about art, being able to like kind of make the sale through that conversation. I start off like, oh yeah, I'm from Toronto and whatever. Yeah, I paint. And then they get to know you and then they're like, oh, okay, you know what? I'm going to get a painting from her. They didn't see my art. They're like, oh my God, this is amazing. But they're like, you know what? I fuck with the artist. So like, let me support them. And then through that, you're able to build your network. And I think that's what's really important. It's like really 10% painting, 90% business, networking, marketing, all that.
I 100% agree with you.
What do you like more?
I think, well, also, so the downfall when I started to make it my business, I did not enjoy it as much. I don't hate doing it, but doing commissions honestly makes me really anxious because I have to do this painting for someone, even if it's like not necessarily what I want to do, but you know, you want to make your money. It takes you time to be able to just create something and then people just buy it. And I'm slowly starting to see that, like the feeling of just painting something, putting on my website, and then randomly someone buying it is like the craziest feeling. A lot of people want commissions of like a car. So I'm doing that, and then I'm doing the wheel, and the wheel is super difficult. I hate doing it, but the whole time in my head I'm like,
sorry, wait, the wheel is difficult?
The wheel of the car, yeah, because it's so intricate. I just hate doing the wheel, so I do them first. But the whole time I'm like, fuck, someone's buying this. Like they want it specific, so if it doesn't look like the thing they want, like I'm fucked. If I already made it and they bought it, it's like, well, you knew what it was gonna look like. So there's that added pressure, I think, when I'm painting. And then you're just like, oh, this is like my job now. Like I'm just always constantly thinking, okay, like money, and I don't want to have to think of the money aspect of it, but it's what's paying the bills, so you have to. But then you're not or at least for me, I found that what I like to paint would change because I'm like, oh, well, this will sell. And so I'm maybe not painting what I want to, but I'm painting like what would sell more. So it kind of, you know.
If I was like coming to you to commission a painting off you, do you have any like restrictions or kind of guidelines you set them?
Yeah.
Great question, Danielle.
I had someone ask me to paint like their late mother, and I was like, I just like, when it's people, like I already can't really do people. If it's someone really close to them, I'm like, I don't want to be responsible for not representing them. Yeah, like not representing them properly. And I think the good thing to notice or to learn too as an artist is like your limits and your boundaries. Like just because, yeah, maybe I would have made a couple $100s, but it's not going to be art that I'm proud of. It's saying no to like certain commissions like that instead of just, oh, like I want the sale, I'm going to do everything. You want to be like, okay, this isn't my style, and just like
your name's attached to it forever.
Yes,
so
exactly.
Like regardless, whoever owns it, your name's attached to it at the end of the day.
Yeah. At first, I'd probably like, yeah, sure, like I'll do it, and then I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Like I don't know what to do.
I want to rewind a bit. How'd you get into it? Like, how did it start? Okay, obviously you like the Avengers. Fucking sick. Who's your favorite Avenger?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Okay. Danielle, who's your favorite Avenger? It's not that hard.
Superman.
Not
I
an
like
Avenger.
Batman. I know it's not an Avenger, but I was gonna say I kind of like Batman.
Not an Avenger.
I know, but that's why.
She's a DC girlie.
Okay, fine. If I'd pick an Avenger,
I love you,
Iron Man.
Fucking right. Great one. There you go. Not that
We're on
hard.
the same
But I didn't like them. So that's what I was trying to say.
Okay, so Tay is back to like when you realized you were good? When did you actually start doing this as a business? And when did you realize like, hey, this is what my life is going to be?
So I feel like I've honestly have been faking it till I made it. Like
fucking right. So do we.
That is my motto. I basically, since I always painted, but I never was like, oh, I want to be an artist when I grow up. I went to Ryerson. Like I got my sociology degree. Like what am I going to do with that? Nothing. I worked in restaurants and I liked it because you make a lot of money. And then I would take this money and go travel. So I've always lived at home. And then 2 years ago, I was like, I want to go to LA. I have no plan, but I want to go to LA. So I went. I was only going to go for a month. And then I loved it. And I just stayed for like 2 or 3 months, literally just traveling around. Like I generally had no plan. But people were like, oh, what do you do? And I'm like, oh, like I work in a restaurant. And they found out I painted. They're like, you should do this. And everyone in LA is like a creative. And they're all like pushing one another, which I think is really nice. They're like, oh, you got to paint. So I'm like, okay. So I came back home to Toronto. I was like, let me get more into this. And as I took it a little bit more seriously, I was still working full time at the restaurant. I ended up, meeting guests at the bar and they would buy paintings. And then slowly I would make more and more sales. And then I remember doing my first art show in January. And
like this past January?
No,
oh,
last January. I did my first art show. I ended up selling out 3 times. Like I had to keep adding tickets because I thought I was like, hey, like maybe 30 people will show up, like my family, my friends, whatever. But I ended up selling out a bunch of tickets, which was awesome. I sold out half the pieces. I think I did 30 pieces, but I sold 15 of them. I was like, oh, damn, like I think I could actually do this. So again, got more into it through kind of traveling to LA. I made a lot of connections and I was able to get 2 of my pieces in the Four Seasons in Westlake. Wow. So that was really cool. And then that
so you are good at talking
builds,
to people.
I'm very good at talking to people. And then that kind of gives you credibility. So, 2 pieces at a gallery, blah, blah, blah. And then I started posting on TikTok. And that is what helped me actually do it full time. So I had one video, like super basic, like I'm just priming a canvas with a cloth. And I got like 2.7 million views. And I was like, what the hell?
So you remember 2.7.
Because it was like, wow, like this is my first time. Like I had one TikTok go viral when it first started in 2020, and it was of my family making tomato sauce. So I got like 10,000 followers from that, but they're all Italian. So when I would try and post painting videos, I would get 0 likes. I was like, hey, fuck this. I'm not even going to try and post on TikTok. But then I posted this one and it got a bunch of traction. So from that, I kind of started getting a following. And I remember in September writing in my journal, I'm like, my goal is to have 20,000 followers by the end of the year. I did not think that would happen. I ended up having 50 at the end of the year. From that TikTok blowing up, I posted 1 to 3 every day, and I just rode that wave. And now I'm almost 100,000 followers. And it's not something I ever thought would happen. And it's not hard work, but it's a lot, because I would be I have to make a painting a day. I have to post a TikTok. I have to keep these algorithms going. I don't know how the algorithms even work. I honestly just winging it, just posting, hoping for the best. And yeah, so that was through that. We don't get paid for TikTok in Canada, but it's free marketing, and people from all over now will find my art and buy it. So I've been shipping to Europe. I ship to New Zealand. I ship a lot to the States. So yeah, that's kind of how I was able to do it full time.
That's crazy. And how long was this journey, from start to finish? Would you say it took you a year?
So that was in September till now.
Oh, wow.
So the traction's happening really quickly is what I'm I'm realizing too. And I feel I'm not caught up to how fast things are moving. I did a speaking panel for Departure Fest that was here this last weekend. And even that I was talking about social media and these things. And I was honestly, I'm fucking winging it. I don't know. I just would post, and I got lucky with one kind of taking off. But I'm I still don't really feel I know what I'm doing. I'm just...
Yeah, but you're putting in the work. Like you said, you're posting 1 to 3 a day. Keep going. When you're doing that consistently. I feel like you speak about this all the time. Mm-hmm. You're putting in the work. You might think oh, this is easy work. This is the easy stuff. Yeah. But it's working.
Yeah. So through that, and then I got connected with Stack TV to do a live Rick and Morty painting for their new season that came out. So that was great. And that was last week too. And
I think I saw that. That was
sick.
So
then the Rick and Morty account posted it, which was really cool. Even the guy who, I don't know, I forget his name. It was Justin something. He was the original Rick. he saw it and then like followed me and messaged me and was like, oh, your art is so like cool. I was like, oh my God. Like, so that was getting me a lot of traction. So through posting now on Instagram and that, like I'm almost at 20,000 followers in a month. I was at 2,000 a month ago. So it's just cool to see how social media can like catch so quickly the following, but it's really beneficial.
Do you think you're lucky, or do you think you just work really hard?
I think luck plays into it. I think I work hard. Like I was posting every day and getting no following, but I still kept posting. And even if I don't get a lot of views, like I'll keep posting. But I don't know how the algorithms work. Like I don't look into it. I don't look into the analytics. I don't look into hashtags trending. So I just post and I'm like, fuck, let's hope for the best. Like, I don't know.
So someone, I was on a podcast when I was in LA, actually like maybe a month ago or so. And I said the same thing. I feel that I'm very, very lucky. And after the pod was done, we kept chatting and she's like, do you think you're just lucky or you work really hard? I believe. And I think I work really hard and that's why I become lucky.
Yes.
Because it's like, the way I say it is like shoot or shoot. Like I'm a firm believer in that. Take as many shots as you possibly can. That's the hard work. If you take 100 shots, you're going to sink a bunch. Some are just going to go in just because, fuck, you can't miss everything. Just shoot your shot. Even if you keep missing, one's going to go in eventually. If you take one very strategic shot and you miss and you waited all month for that one strategic shot, you're fucked. But if you took 3 shots every day for a month, good chance one of them is going in for sure. And that's like what you said, like one random video can pop off, do 2.7 million. It's like you could sell 20 fucking paintings from that one video.
I remember.
And sometimes you don't even know what's going to go off. It could be like your shoe was untied and it gave people anxiety that you were going to trip over your shoelace and that's why that video went viral.
Yeah, like there's some videos I put so much effort into and get no views, and then I'll put some bullshit ass video, 4 million. I'm like, oh, okay. But I do remember seeing one TikTok of a girl just being like, if you had a lottery ticket, a free lottery ticket, would you not play it? Posting a TikTok is essentially a free lottery ticket because you never know. One could just pop off and then your whole life has changed. And that's kind of what happened.
I've had 2 examples of this, like random videos that I did not think were going to go viral. One is because last year I made a video and I stuttered in it. And when I stuttered, I spit. Oh. And all the comments like, did anybody else try and dodge the spit? Did anybody else like... or whatever, like people are like the water emoji, and I'm like, I didn't even notice it. But when I stuttered, I spit, like literally, like you can almost see like the spit go into the camera. Didn't notice that. And then I had another one that like, it was something like, don't flirt with me, I'm loyal to my crush who doesn't even like me. Like it was a stupid voiceover.
Yeah.
Never thought anything of it. Never thought anything. I wasn't even gonna post it because I'm like, it's too stupid, it's too short, whatever. I posted it, and everyone literally was just like, his acting is so believable that like I thought this was his voice. And it blew up, did like 4 million views overnight, and you're just like, and you gain a fuck ton of followers, and like, that boosts the algorithm. So all your other videos start getting like, views, and that helps the algorithm too. And you're like, what the fuck?
Ride the wave.
Like sometimes I still wonder, I'm like, I still don't know how I got to this many followers. And then like I remember when I started 3 years ago, I was posting 3 times a day, every single day for an entire year. Like I posted in 2022, I probably posted 1,000 TikToks. Yeah. And it's just like, that's the hard work. Yeah. The luck is that, you know, the fucking spit into the camera went viral, or the stupid voiceover went viral, and that's all it fucking takes sometimes.
So how did you get into it?
My stories, I've told it so many times, but I got a little bit lucky too. I did like the boyfriend application trend like 4 years ago, and that went viral. Did like, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 million views, something like that. And then I like a couple blogs picked it up, and I had like, I don't know, fucking 5,000 DMs. Like I gained 20,000 followers overnight. And then I had an app at the time. We shut down the app. So I went from working 2 full-time jobs to not working the app and construction, which is my day job. We were really, really slow. So I was like, hey, how hard can this content thing be? Like, how hard is it? Like, read a 10-page ebook, how to be an influencer. And I was like, it's not possible. It's too easy. And again, I know my audience. I know what my strengths are. I know what my weaknesses are. I play the cards I'm dealt very well. And I work hard. I put in the time. I treat it like an actual business. And now it's, you know, you heard me offline saying the numbers. Like, it's fucked up. Like, it's truly fucked up.
I'll be there soon.
Yeah. Okay, so if you... No, actually, I want to stay on art, but I'm going to ask, if you weren't an artist, what would you be doing? Because I'm just so
If
curious.
I wasn't an art, like, what would my dream job be doing? Or what would I be doing today?
If money wasn't a question and it can't be art, what would you do?
I really wanted to... I guess it's kind of art related, though, but I wanted to own a bakery because I loved watching Cake Boss. And that creative...
Rick?
Buddy Velastro. And because of that, like, I guess still like creative element of like making cakes, I was like, that's so fun. That would have been my dream job.
Okay.
I feel like someone else said bakery recently.
It just seems so
Cassidy.
fun.
Cassidy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like really recent.
Yeah, bakery in like the countryside or something.
Yeah.
And where would you be living?
California.
Yeah, I feel like you give like beach town or like even Euro vibes.
You give, I would say like West Coast energy.
Yeah,
like,
I think
no,
I just
south of France to me. Like
I want to live everywhere.
Really been to the south of France. I've only been once.
I've never been, but like, I don't know, something about, I just need palm trees. Like, I just need a palm tree near me. I need to be tanned. That's it. I need a couple houses. One in a city, one by the beach, one in Europe, and then I'll be happy.
Yeah. The dream.
Girl doesn't need much.
Just like a little. They could be like cute little beach homes.
What are some goals with the art? Like, okay, doing the Rick and Morty thing's gotta be pretty fucking cool. But like, what else are like?
Yeah.
I guess are you like a goal setter? Do you journal? Like,
yes.
What are some goals you have for the year?
I think right now I'm just playing like so much catch up because like it's happening really fast. Where I'm just like trying to deal with all the things I have happening. Like I did 5 paintings for a restaurant opening in Toronto, and then
which one?
It's Queen's Harbor.
Okay.
So I did 5 really big ones. That was like my first like real like commission based like high paycheck. I was like, this is super cool. So that, and then just like doing commissions. I'm like, I just want to like get all of it done so I can like think clearly of my next goal. But I think it's really building me as a brand online so that I can integrate my art with other things and like brand deals and doing that where I can make enough money. Because right now I'm like, I make enough to sustain myself, but I'm not like, I still feel stressed. I feel, I gotta work at a restaurant like once a week. I gotta do this instead of being like, oh, I'm chilling. So my goal isn't to be like, oh, I want to be in the fucking MoMA or whatever. That'd be cool. But I think right now it's just establishing my brand as an artist and just seeing what I could do from there.
Okay, this is a really random question.
Yeah.
But I just feel like I've been to a lot of museums in the past. Some of them I love, some of them I'm just like, why am I here? Like, do you ever, like as an artist, do you appreciate all the other, like, is there some art that you're just like, okay, like I'm over that, like you don't care about?
I went to Art Basel last year.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
And I was like walking around, I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, what is this art? Like some of it was just so, I'm like, oh, I could be at Art Basel. Like some art is so, I don't know, because it's subjective. I'm just like I'm really trying to like analyze it of like, why is this popular?
Well, yeah. And I just feel like it kind of showed me, and I think maybe it's because of Europe. I just feel like
yeah, it's so different. Like the art in Europe opposed to like North American
and like
type of
I don't know what I like more, but at the same time, like I can appreciate that like whoever did this is very talented. This is beautiful.
Yeah.
But like I don't need to sit there and analyze and read the whole story for 5 minutes. Like it's gorgeous. Okay, let me move on. Whereas like I do have some friends that like love it, where I'm like in a room. This actually happened in Spain. It was raining. We went to some museum. Couldn't even tell you who it was. And it was a room with like 160 pictures. It was the same picture, just like maybe a different shadow.
Oh.
And like apparently it's really important and like really cool that we got to see it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what's wrong with me that I don't understand?
Okay, I know exactly how you feel, because even when I was in Europe too, like I was at the Vatican and I'm like, obviously it's crazy. It's beautiful. I'm like, how the fuck did they make this?
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like sometimes I don't appreciate it enough. Like me and my friend, even we went to like the AGO, we were bored, we like walked around and I was like, damn, like I'm not staring at the art. I'm like, oh, cool. Like, love it.
Like I'm like, okay, cool. This is cool.
And that's what a lot of people too ask me. I feel like a fake artist because a lot of people ask me, who inspires you? Like, what is your, like your inspiration? All these artists. I'm like, I actually don't know many artists because I didn't like learn it. I just paint because I like it. What I paint is not, there's no deep meaning behind it. Like I hear some people talk about their art and they're like, I'm inspired by like my moods and how I feel. And I use the canvas to explain that because words can't do it. I'm just like, I don't know, look cool as fuck. Like, let me paint it. But I think I like this car.
What makes you and like the type of artist you are. Because like imagine everyone was the same thing, or like, oh, I'm looking at the ocean right now, whereas like you're staring at the Pals podcast sign. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and everything's so different. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what makes you as an artist. And I think that's what kind of builds your brand too.
Yeah, even like I feel like I have a lot of different styles right now, but one of them is like these custom cars. Another one are these squares that I've started
the wheels you hate.
Yeah, the fucking wheels. I started to integrate like characters into the squares. And then I had a moment where I was painting these skulls, like super simple concept. Like they don't take long, but I've had so much like great feedback from it, and I've sold pieces of it for like thousands of dollars, and it's like blows my mind because I'm like, why would someone pay like for this? But people are like, what is the story behind it? I'm like, literally nothing. I think I like fell asleep and I like saw it in my mind, and I was like, let me just do this. And it's so simple, but like that's what's kind of cool with art. Like, I don't know, it just speaks to some people.
Do you ever make up stories?
I like ask ChatGPT now. Thank God for ChatGPT. Actually, my best friend, I have ChatGPT write me some bullshit stories about like why certain things like inspire me, or like I had someone asked to interview me recently, so I like just did my questions. I had ChatGPT like make this sound professional and smarter. But yeah, like I'll have to make some things up sometimes.
I use ChatGPT all the time.
I feel like you would be the biggest bullshitter.
With ChatGPT or like in real life?
No, like in real life. If like you made a painting and someone's like, what does this mean?
Right.
It would be the most elaborate story.
No, I'd be like, what's it mean to you? And they'd be like, I'm like, how did you know that?
Yeah.
I would just let it, I would let people believe whatever they wanted to believe. Yeah. If my art was like very subjective.
Yeah. That's the thing. I'm like, I feel like abstract paintings, yeah, you can like make up some story, but I'm like, there's only so much you can like make up a story about a car or about like the squares and all that stuff. And it's funny, I'll like read the comments on like my TikToks or certain things, and it's people like getting so mad, like, this isn't art. I'm like, oh my God, it's so funny to me because I'm like, people get really like worked up because they want a story, they want the deep meaning, but I'm like, sometimes there just isn't one, and that's okay. Like it can just be like, this is just visually appealing, but I'm trying to learn to like create things with more of a story, because that I feel like is what people resonate with, and they're more likely, oh, I want to buy this, I want to be a part of the story. So like I get the pros of having a back story behind paintings, even though I'm just like, I like it.
But again, that's like to you. You just like it. You paint what you like.
Yeah.
Is there like certain kinds of paint that you like to use more? Like that?
I've only used acrylic, and then a friend of mine, he's an artist in California, he told me, he's like, Julia, you got to just go to Home Depot and buy like the sample like sizes, because he's like, you get any color, it's like good paint and it's so much cheaper. So I've been using that, and then like acrylic paint, but it's so expensive. So yeah.
Interesting. What?
Just curious.
Why my
like
mind was going.
Yeah, I was just like, yeah.
I was like, oh, okay.
No, I just like, I don't know. I'm just so curious because like I am that one that like sees someone on TikTok like do some sort of painting, and I'm like, oh, I could do that, and then like I try, and it's like the worst thing in the world.
What? Where do you see your art in like 5 years from now?
I don't know. I try and be very present with it as now, and like even just looking back on a year and seeing how it's evolved. I don't know what it's going to be in 5 years. It could be very different. I might not even be doing art. Like that's kind of where I'm at. But I see myself finding a style that I'm like known for, where, okay, like you see a Basquiat, you're like, that's Basquiat. You see Picasso, you're like, I know that is that person's style. I think I'll find a style where people will be able to be like, oh, like that's Julia, like that's her style. So that's what I'm hoping can happen in the next 5 years. But again, like I'm very open to just like everything also, because I'm just fresh starting this, I feel.
Let me ask you, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Being rich.
Okay.
Hopefully be like financially supported, like fully off art or social media, whatever that like content, and just traveling and like living my best life.
Do you plan on doing more shows?
Yeah, I have one coming up.
Oh, sick. Where?
So in California, I'm shipping a bunch of pieces. So a gallery is going to represent me at the Pendry Hotel there.
Very cool.
Yeah. So I'm going to ship a bunch of pieces there, and they're going to do a little thing for me. And then, yeah.
How'd you get that?
A friend of mine connected me to the GM there. And then she was like, yeah, we have like artist in residency things. So I've been working on the pieces now in Toronto, and then I'm gonna have to pay a lot for shipping. And that's what I've learned too, as like an artist, like shipping is crazy.
Well, do you ship them framed or do you frame them?
I ship them framed, but thankfully through this gallery, they're gonna stretch them for me, and like they're like dealing with all the other stuff. So they'll stretch it and like set it all up, and I'm happy about that. But yeah, I'm very excited for that.
That's awesome.
When's
cool. That?
June 26th.
Very cool. Oh, so like a month.
It's like really soon.
I know, so I'm like a little stressed out, but it's fine.
What are the things you love the most about being an artist, and what are the things you hate the most?
Give
me the hate first.
Hate, like getting creative block, and then feeling also like the pressure of needing to create. I think I do it to myself. I'm like, I need to post a TikTok. I need to make a new painting, and doing that, I rush it, and then I'm not happy with the quality of the piece. So I'm trying to be more like selective of, instead of mass producing and making 10 paintings selling for $1,000, you make one painting, you sell for $10,000. So quality over quantity is what I'm trying to like look at. I don't like the shipping costs and like the shipping issues. I've had a lot now. I had recently Pure Later lose. I shipped like a big 42 by 42 painting, a couple $1,000s to someone, lost it, gone. I was like, what the hell? Like so stressed out. And thankfully the guy that got it was super nice. I emailed him and I was just like, hey, like if they can't find it, I'll make you a new one. I don't want to, but like I will. He was so kind. He's like, that's like no problem. Months later, Pure Later found it. So we're good. I don't have to make the painting, and they're getting it to the guy. But it was like, that was such like a stressful thing to go through. I've had 2 paintings go to different addresses, and they like shipped it to each other, but it cost me an extra like $2,000. Just like it was, so that.
You know what I always heard too? Because do you know who Anthony Ricciardi is?
No.
He's an artist from Toronto. He's actually like, he's been doing this for probably like 7 or 8 years now. He's like really big. He does these hearts. So he's the one that did all this stuff.
Oh, very cool.
And that's like his signature style. But a lot of times now, like the bigger pieces, he'll fly down with them.
Yeah.
Because it's just like you're paying sometimes like an insane amount of money. Yeah. What's an extra $500 to get on the plane? And then like you get that piece of content too now, right?
Yeah. See, I'll hopefully get there, but I need to start, I think, rolling them and then shipping it like that, because I'm paying crazy amount because people don't want to frame that or like get them framed, or they just like don't know where to like stretch the canvases. So I ship it like that, and I'm like, I can't bring that on a plane with me. Like I have to.
Oh yeah, you can.
What?
Anthony Ricciardi brings them, like he boxes them up, puts the fragile stickers on them, and brings them on the plane with him.
It's probably cheaper.
You should connect them.
Yeah.
To talk about that.
Like he literally like, again, it's an extra piece of content for him too, because delivering paintings to people, especially like high priced paintings, is like kind of fucking cool, because these people aren't living in shoeboxes either. Like some of his clients live in Miami and they have like the craziest houses. So like he'll get a piece of content of him delivering it, them opening it, him hanging it on the wall for them.
Okay, I need to look into this.
Yeah.
Because I'm spending like hundreds of dollars through fucking UPS. So
and
it's probably...
if they lose it to your fuck.
So my mom actually got me a painting for my condo off of Etsy. Off some artists on Etsy. Later, after she purchased it, finds out it's someone from Korea, South Korea.
Okay.
I'm like, Mom, we could have found someone in North America here. It's
gorgeous,
but like, we didn't realize till after. Anyways, this girl was great. Also, too, she kind of bent the rules a bit, said it was worth so she like texted my mom and she's like, hey, I'm gonna do this. Gets to Canada finally, like 3 weeks late.
She like came with the art?
No.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't like that crazy.
Oh, okay.
Gets to Canada, nowhere to be found. What's happening? So my mom's contacting, the woman's contacting my mom, can barely speak English. My mom's calling me. It's now 3 weeks later go by. Finally find out it went up to the wrong address, so some random house in Toronto, and the only reason I could figure out was the DHL sticker showed the house of where it was.
Did you go to the house?
So I like try to Google. Just so happens some guy runs his business out of that house, so I got the guy's phone number, and I'm like, hey, my painting's outside your door, can I come get it? Like, I'm really and he goes, yeah, like I was gonna return it, like thank God. And it was this massive box, like, and she had like screwed stuff, like everything, like it was so protected. And I thought I lost it, but we got it. But it's like that experience happens. Like I feel like I couldn't imagine as an artist what it would feel like shipping that out and losing it. Like within the system.
The stressful one is when it's like a commissioned car painting, because that's like,
these cars haunt you.
These cars are, I maybe have to stop doing them. They give me nightmares. But like that, like having to redo that, I'd be so annoyed. I'd be like, if they'll take me 40 plus hours, like super detailed. So knock on wood, like they've all been okay. Yeah, very stressful.
What's the coolest thing that's happened to you since you started doing art? Related to art.
I guess just like the people I meet, and like I've done paintings for pretty cool people.
Such as?
Can she share it?
I'll share it after, I guess.
Okay.
I just want to like respect their privacy.
Yeah, that's fair, 100%.
But I would love to. I'll tell you after. I don't even know if it'll matter, but I've just been in situations where I'm like talking to this person and then they like bought a painting. I'm like, oh, that's pretty fucking cool. And like, I would love to say, but I'm like, I want to respect them. But that and the freedom it gives me, like I could just go fucking travel wherever.
You have a very appreciative energy to you. I don't know.
I'm very grateful. Yeah. Thank you.
You can feel that energy.
Thank you. I'm so appreciative of it.
Well, there's some, and sorry to cut you off, but there's some artists that I've met. Like, don't get me wrong, they're like doing cool shit and they're like selling pieces for like, you know, $1,000, $2,000, and you know, sick, good for you. But the fake it till you make it energy and the reason they're doing it is so obvious. So I'm just like, this stinks right now. Like, I love your work. I think this is great, but it just reeks fake it till you make it. I'm like too cool, like blah, blah, blah. And like, sometimes I'll see artists with like, oh, this piece is like $5,000, but hot flash sale. I'll do it for $500 right now. I was like, what? How's it $5,000 if you're willing to sell for $500 right now?
Yeah.
Like, either like you need money ASAP if something bad's about to happen, or this is a
down
scam,
bad,
or you don't actually sell these for $5,000, man. Like, I don't know. It's something that when people do things for the right reasons and they love it and they genuinely appreciate it, you feel it.
Like, again, for me, even when it comes to like growing a social media following, when I think of like 100,000 people following me on Instagram, I'm like, I'm really nobody. Like, I don't let it get to my head. I'm like so grateful that people, like, I now have like a fan base essentially. I have like people that comment every day, like so happy, so supportive. And I'm so grateful for that. Like, I don't think that will ever change because this is something I've always dreamed of. Like, being able to make money. I knew I wouldn't get success from like my career or like my degree. I mean, like, I was just like, I'm going to be successful off of like who I am as a person, however that's going to be. And I'm so grateful that I'm able to, this is like my ikigai, where it's something, a passion that I have, which is painting, something I'm good at, a skill that I'm able to like give to the world and make money off of. So to me, I'm like, I'm just so grateful for that. I don't think I could ever just be like, oh yeah, my shit don't stink. That like, oh, like I'm a famous artist, like whatever. I'm just so grateful. I'm like, thank you for buying a painting. Like, I'm happy.
I say this all the time with social media. Again, I feel the way you feel.
Yeah.
I don't have many talents in this world, and I've been very lucky that I got to where I got with my social media. And again, I know my strengths, and I worked hard to get to where I am. But social media, in my opinion, is one of the most rewarding, fun jobs in the world. Yeah, there are days that suck. Don't get me wrong. Every job has days that suck. But social media and the creators that get to do this for a living, it's the coolest fucking best job in the world. So when I hear like stories about creators like acting like hateful to their audience or like being assholes to this and that, like, I just want to be like, respectfully, fuck you. Like, anytime anyone recognizes me, like, I will always stop, say thank you, what's your name, like, oh, nice to meet you. Like, you try and even have just a tiny short interaction.
Yeah, again though, but like, when does that flip switch? Because you see it very commonly with like these like celebrities kind of going, like, there was this whole thing at the Met Gala that Doechii like yelled, maybe it was a Doechii, yelled at the handler on the carpet. There was all this drama around it, and it's like, but where were you 2 years ago versus now?
But also,
and it doesn't matter of like how big of how like you're the top hit song right now coming from TikTok, but like, where were you 2 years ago?
Yeah, but also some people, like, you can have a fucking bad day, like.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah, no,
like,
of course. But it's like you hear those stories more and more from celebrities. Like, you hear, like, again, we don't know what's true and what's not, but you hear the horror stories about like J-Lo and this and that. It's like, at what point did that person's like switch flip and instead of becoming grateful from being Jenny from the fucking like Jenny from the block in the Bronx, like, to you are J-Lo now and you have that kind of mentality? Like, does that change, or are you just grateful right now because you're just starting?
Fair. Honestly, like, yeah, you're right. I can't say, who knows if I become super big successful, like, maybe I'll change. I hope not. I think it is just,
if you do, we'll be remembering this conversation.
okay, you know, that's the thing. It's like, just surrounding yourself with the right people that will keep you grounded. Like, I'm very grateful. I have 2 brothers. My older brother, like, will keep me humble. Even like, he's like, Julia, when I remember I did my first show, I was really mass producing pieces, and he's like, these aren't good. I was like, thanks. He's like, no. He's like, when you do the cars, very good. You put a lot of time into it. He's like, some of these suck, Julia, and like, figure it out. I'm like, thank you. Keeps me humble, and I appreciate that. And I think because of like, I have people like that in my life, I don't think I'll ever get to a point where I'm like being like, yeah, rude to people. I've also worked in the service industry forever. Like, I know what it's like to, you know, serve people. I've done it for 8 years. But yeah, like, social media as a job too. I think it's such a weird thing, because now that I realize that I have a bit of a following, and people, like, they have this weird parasocial relationship to you, and they think they know you, which is kind of weird. And then you get like, I guess for me too, like, I'll get some like a little creepy men like sending me voice notes and like photos every day, and I'm like, what the hell? But they think they know you, and like, that's kind of what you're opening up to when you're posting your life on social media. It is it's not a hard job, it's a lot of work, but yeah, it's like the easiest, best job ever. Like, that's so awesome that you can get paid for just posting things. A friend of mine, Jeff, he does social media content stuff, and we were in Hawaii together, and he, like, someone came up to him and was like, oh my god, I love your videos. And I was like, this is so weird, because you're my friend, Jeff. Like, what do you mean people like watch you and all this stuff? But it is pretty cool. And I think traveling more and like meeting more people that do social media as a job, I'm like, it's so fun. Like, I love that.
That's the tough part about living in Toronto.
Yeah.
There's not many. I feel like there's still women that do it. Like, I feel like there's a lot more women in the content creation space. Obviously, that's just like the numbers. But even me, like, none of my friends really do it. Yeah. So like, there's days where it's so hard to get creative, especially in the winter. Like,
leave the country in the winter.
My creative juices are so like negative when I'm like, and when it's sunny, I'm like, I've got a million ideas. I'm writing things down on my phone. Like, today I went for like a little walk during lunch, and I had like 3 really good ideas, and one of them I need to be at my condo for, so I'm not going to get home tonight until like 10:30 or whatever. So I literally set myself an alarm for 10:30 to remember to shoot this piece of content tonight, because I'm like, this is a funny idea. I need to do this. But yeah, no, to your idea, like, when you actually posted something about this yesterday, when you do social media, people think they have access to you and who you are as a person, and they think they know who you are fully. It's like, you know, the person I've decided to share with the world online, which to a lot of people that is truly authentically themselves. But sometimes people like to keep a certain part of them hidden. Like, there's like, for me, I keep my work life hidden. Like, my day job, my construction day job, I very rarely show it on social media. Like, most people don't know I have a day job. Most people don't know I work for my family business and blah, blah, blah. And I purposely keep that hidden for a reason, because I want to keep the two separate. Yeah. Where it's like, sometimes people, and actually I was with Sarah, tall blonde, the other day, and like, someone came up to her and like talked shit about her friend. It's like, yeah, I know. I was like, she's getting up. So I'm like, Sarah, just because you post your life online doesn't mean people have access to you in person. If someone's rude to you, like, you're allowed to tell them to fuck right off. If someone's starting shit in your life, tell them to fuck right off. Yeah. Just because you're online doesn't mean people can come up to you and just decide they can make up stories about your friends and bullshit. It's like, no, respectfully, they can go fucking kick rocks. Yeah. So I don't know why I got on that story, but yeah. Yeah,
I feel that, like, even for me, I honestly try not to read any comments or anything, because I'm like, one, people that are commenting mean things online, I just already feel bad for. Like, no successful person is doing that. So I'm like,
especially from a burner account.
Yeah, I'm just like, you're a sad person. But I also would never delete comments, even the mean ones. I'm like, whatever, you have an opinion, like, you're entitled to that opinion. Sure, yeah, honestly, yeah, because people were like, when the Rick and Morty posted my painting, I was reading the comments and some were so mean, but I'm like, they honestly don't bother me. I'm like, again, these people, if you're a successful person and happy with life, you're not commenting mean things on a video. But people were writing for me also in the comments, which was super funny. Yeah. And people were like, oh, of course this is what they post. Like, why does she have to wear a shirt with no back to it? And I was like, I wanted to comment, well, it was an after party and you have to dress nicely. And I'm like, I'm not going to engage with these people. I'm just going to comment.
Sometimes I want to do it so bad.
It's so, I've done it. I never
go too bad. Like, I never cross lines where, like, for me, it's like, what if a brand sees me like clapping back?
Exactly. You're
like,
fighting a wall. Like, there's no point.
But I have this one guy.
Rick Bergeron.
That's exactly who it was.
I see him post on all of your things every single time.
A hater?
He's missed the last week or so.
But like literally just like commenting on your age.
He'd be like, yo, you're almost 40, man. Like every day.
Who is
like,
just a random person?
It's a random burner account.
No, like I literally want to ask one of our friends. Because like, who makes fun of you about your age other than us?
Some days, I literally like, I'll tag him in my videos. I'll be like, yo, man, I missed you today. What's happening? And he'll come back, yeah, man, you're 40. So now I'll tag him. So I'm like, yo, I want this engagement. Please, like, do this on my ads too. Please, like, my ads are performing.
Canadian Club One, get that.
Yeah, like I need this. But yeah, I don't mind. Like, anytime you get a hateful comment, like I'm waiting for the day where someone says something offside from their OG account, like their actual account.
I'll find you.
Because I will go on LinkedIn, I will find your boss, and
I will ruin your life.
And I will make content out of it too, and I'll make it so much fucking fun. But yeah.
Yeah.
Some people, that's the one shitty part about social media is like, people think they know who you are, and people think that like, okay, I've got thick skin, but there's a lot of people that don't. So like when they see hateful comments, like, yo, it eats away at them.
Well, it's hard. You could also think you have this thickest skin in the world, and someone doesn't, that one insecurity, it hits you, or maybe you're just having
zero insecurities.
Shut the fuck
up.
Thank
God.
But if someone, or maybe you're just having a bad day, and that one comment could make it worse, and like that's why you do see some people like start spiraling after social media or take breaks. But you truly have to go into it if you're gonna put yourself in that situation and have that right mentality.
I want to talk about taking breaks and mental blocks, creative blocks. When you're in a creative block, what do you do?
I push through it. Like sometimes.
Fucking right. Yes, great answer.
It's like
make 10 shit pieces because the 11th will still be good.
It's just like I had that recently. I think I was just doing a lot of commissions, and I just like wasn't happy where I was in life, and a random idea then came to me, and I was like, oh my God. And then I rode that wave, and then I was down again. It's like, it comes in waves. You just have to push through it. It's even with posting.
Like any business.
Yeah. Yeah. Like with posting, it's this TikTok got like 2,000 views, and the next one, 2 million. Like you really just have to push through it. I think it's important to take rest days. But
are you painting every day? Like now?
But I'm trying to be more like selective of like, okay, I could do one painting and make 5 different TikToks from it and then post that so I can take my time on this painting. I've just also started reposting old TikToks, and
heck yeah.
I've just been getting
like regardless from TikTok, like would you be doing one paint, or is it more because of the TikTok that you were forcing yourself to?
It's because of the TikTok. Like I was honestly just making paintings to post a TikTok, and then I would be like, I don't need this painting.
Are you selling them all or no?
Some, yeah. The thing is, so I would do it and then I would post it, but because I did it for TikTok, I did it really fast and it was like shitty. So then someone bought it. I was like, shit, I have to actually do it nicely now. So I did like a Spider-Man one, and it sold. I was like, shit, I need to redo it. So then I just redid it. But yeah, a lot of the time I'll just do it.
You ever need to do something? Look at this blank wall right there.
I have many paintings I can just give you also.
No, we need a special piece for that.
Okay. We'll discuss
a
little.
A big 18-wheeler.
If it's big, it might
with
be
no wheels.
Honestly,
no, I want all the wheels.
I'm getting better though.
I want a picture of just wheels.
I'm getting better with the wheels. So, but now I'm just preparing for the show in June. So I'm doing like thought out pieces, which is nice. I'm not just like, okay, what am I going to do today? What am I going to create today? So,
what's your dream? Like, is it like to have a picture in the fucking like?
Or no, like to have your own gallery?
My dream is like genuinely just to
be rich.
This is gonna be so lame. Just like to be happy with whatever I'm doing.
It's not lame at all. That's the
I feel like it's so like cliche. Yeah, but it's like I just want to be. I just want to have fun. Also, like if it's the thing with painting, that's great. Right. It's like I can make money and then I can go travel. I can travel and sell a painting. I can be somewhere and like that is what I want, the freedom. So I can make money, not feeling limited. Like, okay, I'm only making money if I'm working at the restaurant. I have to physically be here and doing it. I just want that ability to spend time with my family, spend time with my friends, go do what I want and not have to worry about it. Like, that's what I want. So that's my dream.
This is so similar to what Cassidy even said 2 weeks ago. Cause he's like, we're like, where do you see yourself in 10 years? He's like, I hope like I've made enough music so that I can have my family in the countryside and open that bakery that like I want and just like be happy with that.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Mm-hmm. Like my dream would be to yeah, like my parents can retire. They don't have to worry about working anymore or their mortgage, and we can go on family vacations.
Be like, with palm trees.
Yeah, like I'm not like, oh, I want to be rich so I can like buy this car. No, like I just want money so I could have the freedom to like spend time with people I care about, do things I care about, spend money on experiences and like feeling good, opposed to being like, oh, I could go buy like this cool bag or these shoes or this car. Like I really don't care. Like when I try, I'm like, give me the cheapest car. If it gets me from A to B, I'm happy. Like that's what I want.
Blind. This is a random too. Do you know who Sophie T is on Instagram? What's her Sophie Tart, or is it Sophie T Art?
I think it's Sophie T Art.
That's what I thought, but
I could be wrong.
So she goes to like,
she's British.
She goes to charity shops, buys an item, paints it, brings it back.
Oh no, but I've seen like people like buying paintings from their store.
No, she doesn't buy paintings. She buys an item. So like,
it's like if we were
that
in
fucking
here.
table.
Yeah. Okay.
And she'll bring it to her studio, paint it, bring it back to the charity shop and sell it for a profit.
And like tells people to come, okay, I'm going to be here from 5 to 4. Sorry, 4 to 5. Come back if you want it. And she's like, oh, maybe like 5 people will show up, and like 200 people show up to like win this piece. Like they bid on it. And like she like raises money for the charity.
Yeah, really cool. Anyways, so the reason I was getting it, because that's like my favorite creator online. And she's like, what she does is so unique and different. Yeah, I'll show you her after. But it's so fucking cool.
Yeah, see, like, there's so many times. This is also why I don't care if people post hate things on my photos or my videos, because I'm like, it's not like I'm talking. You actually don't know me. It's literally a video of me doing a painting. So I'm not like offended or like take anything personally. But that's why I'm like, oh, maybe I need to start posting myself more, talking, doing things like a niche of like, hey guys, like today, I'm going to go to a thrift store, buy an old painting and repaint it something and do like that kind of stuff. So like, I don't know. Very cool.
I think that could be cool.
Yeah. Fuck. So many things in my head I want to do, but it's just like executing them all.
Like I have so many ideas for content. I just don't have the time. There are so many, like, I don't know. Here's an idea for you. You should invite people like non-painters to come and paint something with you one day.
Like a friend of mine?
Yeah. Like, and then you just like, you do pieces of content around that where it's like, one, you could do like actual talking where it's like jokes and laugh. Then you have like the B-roll of all that. And then you could do like, it's not a custom piece, but like it's your idea. You paint and they add like little doodles to it.
Well, kind of like you said when you did that podcast with your friend and you guys did like the chicken nuggets, like the hot ones type vibe. Yeah. Like you do that with a friend, but with painting, like in a different like setting.
Oh my God, these are good ideas. Okay, I'm writing all these down.
Yeah, or you should buy old paintings and just repaint them. That'd be cool. Yeah, maybe that's what I'm gonna do for fun.
What?
Buy old paintings and just doodle on them.
You cannot paint.
I'm so.
If I can't paint, you can't paint.
The thing is, you can probably just like, do some crazy like throw paint on a painting and then like could
I'm
possibly
good at marketing.
Sell it. Yeah.
I could sell paintings more than you could. No questions asked.
You probably could.
100% I could. Okay. So technically, who's the better artist, me or you?
Well, a couple of years ago, me and my friends were sitting on my balcony. We had rosé and we were just like drinking and having such a good time laughing. And we somehow figured out that we're going to open a gallery in Greece.
Okay.
Called Galerie Galarno.
Can I put my art in?
Great name. Right? Great name. Yeah.
We already got the Instagram handle, and I forgot about it. And I just tried like re-logging into one of my Instagram accounts.
You're like, what is
and
this
it already had the gallery name on it. Everything's already there, and I'm like, fuck, maybe that's one day.
I wanted to do a gallery when I launched the book. I was gonna print off every single poem from the book, and then print them in all different size frames around like a big room. And just people can just have them at the end of the night. Like you bid on them, you scan a QR code, the highest winner gets it. All the money goes to charity. I was gonna do it, and I just didn't have the time because I think galleries are fucking sick. I think the idea of walking into a space and seeing something that is all yours, is fucking cool. But then it's like, would people show up? Like, you never fucking. That's such a like. Do people show up to these things? Like, I don't know.
But this is what's so cool with art. Like,
wait, didn't you do something at Piccolo? Did you do anything at Piccolo? Never mind, different artist.
I would love to though if they want me to. Just kidding. But what's funny with a gallery is like you can have a gallery and then like say you just put your own art and you tell people this is an important artist. People will come in and be like, wow. Like if you just tell people this is important, they'll be like, okay. Like, yeah. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I get it.
If it's just like, oh, this art's at a gallery, it must be important. So people are like, okay, cool. So
I'm going to be an artist.
Yeah.
Well, during COVID, when I had nothing else to do, I started doing paint by numbers.
I feel like everyone did some sort of paint by something.
Yeah, but I still do it to like de-stress. and I love it so much.
When was the last time you finished a painting?
Never, because I like then the paint dries out and it's like trash paint. But I love doing it because I can't freestyle anything. But I just liked following something.
So that was me with.
It was like mind numbing.
What was it called when you go drinking and painting at the same time?
Oh, like a paint and sip. Yeah.
Yeah, but there was another one before paint and sip. It was called. It's always on Groupon now.
Pottery?
Yeah.
Like painting pottery?
No, it's not called paint and sip. It was paint and sip came after this one. Oh, fuck. Oh, anyways. They did it at like every restaurant ever. It's all over North America. It's on Groupon 24/7 now. Anyways, I've done it a dozen times at least. I've gone on like a million first dates to paint to these paint and sips. So I've got I can't
paint
even
nights.
Paint night. That's it. It's not. It wasn't called paint and sip. It was paint night. That was the original.
But paint and sip is just like classier now.
They just say paint and sip because you're supposed to like have wine and like paint.
Well, no, there's a brand that's called paint and sip now too. But anyway, so I've done it like a dozen times. So I still have a bunch of them too. And then during COVID, when paint and sip closed or paint night closed, I bought canvases, bought paint, and I'd put it on YouTube because like you can find a YouTube paint night, and then you just did it.
My sister did that with her friends last week at our house.
She
had like 10 girls over and they just like all painted.
That's so cute.
And I'm like, that's nice. Wholesome.
Okay. If you weren't a painter.
An
artist.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. We already asked this. You said the bakery thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair. Okay. So wait, we're almost nearing the end, but what does the rest of the year look like for you aside from this gallery on June 26th in LA?
I think.
More
I
cars,
don't know.
Obviously.
Maybe. I think for me, I'm just like, I just want to travel. I don't want to be in Toronto anymore.
Do you paint when you travel?
No. I just like the logistics of like bringing it. I'm like, no, this is vacation time. But hopefully right now I'm really focusing on, like building the career. Been meeting with like a bunch of like managements and like social media things, trying to be like, oh, let's work together, do brand stuff. So then I can make money and then go travel. I think I'm going to go to Europe in September. And then I don't know, wherever the life takes me.
Love that.
Maybe she'll be traveling with her painting soon.
Maybe. Hopefully.
Another random question. You have a bunch of tattoos. Did you ever did you ever draw any of your own tattoos?
No. All my tattoos are really random. I actually only have 4.
What's the little red one on your arm?
It's an Ace of Hearts. No meaning behind it. I got those 2 for $300 US and I got ripped off for them. Just wanted to get some tattoos that day. I overpaid so much. They really don't have meaning.
Like it's obviously at least $50 a tattoo, so you didn't get ripped off that crazy.
For 2, for only 2, I paid $350. $350 US for the way.
At least they're really well done.
And that, it's so tiny. I got ripped off.
Wait, like how much is too much?
Well, to give you an idea, this was $300.
That's such. I mean,
I don't want to know what I paid for this.
How much did you pay for that?
$150.
Still better than mine, because once you do our horrible conversion from like that to Canadian, it was like
it's just like a word.
The smaller the tattoo, the more expensive it is.
Well, they usually do like minimum. It was like I just had to pay the minimum fee, like his minimum per hour or whatever. And it's
my
like 5
friend
minutes.
Azora did the knife, and she's super talented, and she
really good.
Charged me like $50.
I wanted to do a little mini dagger right between my chest.
Yeah, they're so cool.
When I'm not jacked anymore, how bad's that gonna look?
No, I think it'd be fine.
But when I'm not jacked anymore,
I think the rest of your tattoos are gonna be way worse.
You already have tattoos.
I'm okay when all my tattoos.
Like,
are
what if your arms get fat?
I think tattoos are like good because then you don't have to be as fit because it just like draws it away. So then you're fine.
I don't really agree with that at all, but
no,
the first thing where he's disagreed with today.
I think it's because me and my friend were talking about it, and he's like, "I don't feel fit, Julia. Like, I need to go to the gym more." And he's like, "Oh, thank God I have tattoos, though. It distracts from me not feeling fit." Like, he's like, it distracts from like my body not looking great.
I would agree with that in a sense, but at the same time, when you're super fit, your tattoos look so much better.
Yes, okay, I agree with that. But
like, I'm straight, but like a jack dude with a bunch of tattoos is more sick than a not fit dude with a bunch of tattoos.
You don't have to specify you were straight.
Yeah.
No, because if you don't know that, like,
no.
swing that way.
My friend that he was gay that was saying it, and he's like, I can't fit in with these. Like, he's like, the gays are so fit. Like, Julia, like I need to be fit.
Gays.
Yeah, he's going to Palm Springs this weekend, so he's like,
maybe he's friends with my gays from Palm Springs.
Maybe.
I met a bunch of them. They're from LA, but they go to Palm Springs.
He's from LA. Maybe they're the same.
I bet you
Let's
the same
get them.
fucking guys.
I would laugh
Actually, it's so
much.
small. It's so small. They might know each other.
It is possible.
I wonder.
I got one more question. If someone does come to you for a commission piece, what's the process like? Let's say I'm like, you know what, I want a commission piece. Julia, can you make me something? What's the process like?
It really depends. Like, so I'd be like, hey, what do you want? If you're like, hey, a lot of people will be like, I want this car.
I want this beer can.
I'd be like, hey, I hope you know my styles. What size do you want? Where are you located? I'll use like the cars as an example because that is mainly what I get commissions for. So people will be like, hey, like I want this car. I'm like, cool. What background color do you want? Because I do it in like the realism of the car and then like just like a pop art background. And then I'm just like, do you need it by a certain day? What size do you want? And the size doesn't really fluctuate the price that much. It just makes the shipping either more or less expensive. And then, yeah, I'm like, okay, this is how much it's going to be. 50% deposit. And then, yeah.
So it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
What's the quickest you've ever done a like turnaround?
Like 4 days. Honestly, like for the cars, 4 days because I was really dialed into it. I can do them in like 2 days.
I think cars are your thing. Like, the amount
yeah,
of
I know.
Cars now, it's like,
we need a clip for this podcast, which is like every like
Cars,
10 seconds.
cars.
Cars.
I'm like, but I get lazy, so I'll start a painting. I'm like, oh, I'm over this. I don't want to do it. And then I just like get distracted with life. And then I'm like, oh, but they don't need it for like a month. So then I'm just like lazy with it. But if they need it like from it by a certain date, I can do it in like 2 days. Maybe like.
What's a typical day look like for you? Sorry, I know we
So
are
today,
wrapping up soon, but I'm curious.
No, I'm just like.
Give me today.
Because it honestly varies.
What time do you wake up?
I just like wake up now no matter what, like 9 o'clock. It doesn't matter what time I go to bed. I'm just like, wake up. We're like, gotta start the day. Anxiety. I'm like,
9 is much nicer than my wake up.
Up at 9. I would love to go to the gym first thing in the morning, but that sometimes just does not happen.
You're like a Pilates girly, a weightlifting
No,
girly?
actually, like I play hockey and soccer, and then I just do like regular working out at the gym. So I went today, and then so I painted for like 2-3 hours, went to the gym, and this is where I get mad at myself. I should be more like just paint, but because it's not like a technical like 9 to 5, and you have I could just do it later. I get so distracted by like, okay, I'll come downtown. I'll go to the farmer's market with you. I'll come to my friend's house. And then I'm like, damn, I could have been more productive today. But yeah, so I try and paint for at least like 2 to 6 hours a day. So I did 2 today, so I'm happy with that. Tomorrow I'll probably do 6. Like
Tough day at work today.
Yeah.
2 days.
You are like
2 hours you were happy with it. Fuck, man, I need this job.
I don't know why, but you were like the creative version, but like you remind me of my cousin so much. But, like the creative version of her. Like you are her. Like I'm looking at
She
you.
hates her cousin.
Oh, okay. I hope she's
love my cousin.
I know, that's what you remind me of this person. I'm like, do you like them?
No, I love Maddie. Like, do they not give you the same vibe?
Not at all.
Really? You don't know her well enough.
That well, but like
yeah. Anyways,
I sent like 2 emails today. I was like, this was hard work.
Okay, so wait, what'd you do with the rest of the day? So you painted
I went
2 hours,
to
you went to the
the farmer's market, and then I walked around
on a Tuesday.
Yeah, Trinity Bellwoods.
Are they have a farmer's market every
it
day?
was really busy today when I drove by.
At Trinity, I don't know if it's every day, but I know they have a farmer's market today. So I went with my friend, and then walked around, went to my other friend's house, and then came here. And I'm gonna go home and
Not paid.
actually I'm gonna do some like business side of it. I have interview questions to like answer. I have to answer brand. I have to ask ChatGPT some stuff.
Oh my God. What do you
But
think?
that's it.
Okay, again, and I know we're wrapping up. What do you think can make your? Do you think there's anything you could be doing differently that would put your career on a faster trajectory?
Yeah, really like dialing into it more and like putting in the work to like connect, like talk to more social media people, posting more, figuring out my like aesthetic on Instagram to be like a certain way, getting like a studio space. Like the thing is, it's like, I hate that I know what I need to do to elevate myself, but I just don't do it.
Why?
I think I am just a lazy person, or I just get in my own way of things. I'm like, I think I have so many things I need to do where you're just like spread thin that you're not doing anything. It's like my fucking ADHD. I'm like, I got to do this, instead of just being like, hey, do this, done.
And instead
do this,
of like,
done.
where do you start? You're just like,
doing
okay,
a bit of
I'll-
everything.
yeah.
So I get what you're saying, but don't you think that the type of person you are and the people person and the fact that you go and you live this life that you live, that's probably helped your career in other ways too. Like if you weren't this chatty social butterfly who goes to the farmer market and goes to friends' houses, maybe you wouldn't have met some of the connections that you've met, and maybe it wouldn't have got you into
or
the
decided to like move to LA, like LA, like just gone up and traveled and done this. And
yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think that's just me. When I'm in Toronto, I'm like super work. Like, okay, like just I guess not today, but
I was just gonna say like 2 hours today. That's super work.
But I am more like, okay, these are things I need to do so then I can go travel and then do like the networking part or just like living life, enjoying it. But that's the thing, like I had so much more free time today. Maybe I didn't need to go to the farmer's market. Maybe I could have just been like, okay, Julia, do these 2 paintings and then you won't be stressed out and then you can do this, or like reply to these emails and then you can do this.
Or maybe if you didn't go today, like maybe if you went maybe a week from now, you might get inspired by something you saw today.
Yeah, that's
like, you
true.
really never know, because like again, everything you do is so creative and kind of like on the fly, and things can change so often that every moment in your life can impact your next decision.
Like I try and like believe everything is happening for a reason. You're exactly where you're supposed to be, because when I think of myself when I first went to California and I was like, oh, I wish I did this when I was younger. I was only like 24. I was like, I wish I did it when I was like 22, because then, you know, I could have figured out what I wanted to do. And now I'm not like 26, like, okay, like what should I do as my career? It's like, I feel like for me, this like race against time and always wishing I did something earlier than I did. But I wasn't ready at that point to do the thing. It's like, I'm ready now to do it, and stop being like, oh, I wish I did this. I wish that. Just take it for now and like go from there. And I think, yeah, you're always going to be learning and be like, oh, I wish I did this, or I wish I was like this. But it's all gonna like play out. That's how I think. That's how I believe it. And I think I just say that for peace of mind, to be like, it's gonna work out. And I believe it will.
Last question. Do you think you're exactly where you should be in your life right now?
I guess I want to say yes. I believe I could be somewhere else, but maybe I'm not ready for that moment right now. So that's why I'm here. Maybe I'm not ready to be like super popped off, like millions of followers. Maybe I'm not ready for it, so that's why I'm here. As I'm like, oh, I want to be there. It's like thinking of the end goal opposed to the journey. I'm like, oh, I want to be super successful and all this stuff, but the like route to get there, I'm like, okay, you need to go through that. So I think I'm where I'm supposed to be.
Love it.
I hope.
Last one, actually. If there was a movie about your life, who would you want to star as you?
I don't know what she's gonna say.
Who would I want, or like who do I think would be good as me?
It's either or. There's a movie about your life. Who do you want to play you?
Like Ana de Armas, but like I don't.
Wow, great answer.
I just love her.
But
I'm just like, she's so hot. Like I love her, but
she's
like
we don't
look alike.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't have to look like you.
But like
Ana
she
de
could play
Armas
me.
Great answer.
That's who I would want.
I honestly,
how about you?
I'm not gonna lie, I cannot picture who she is right now.
Really? She did like a nude scene once too. I remember Googling.
What is she in?
I have to see her naked.
She's in Knives Out.
And she's in a
lot of things.
Yeah,
actually.
she is. I just can't think of any off the top of my head. She's great. She's in one with Brad Pitt, I think, too. Not Brad Pitt. Ben Affleck. Or Brad Pitt. I can't remember.
I'm gonna Google her. Like
you'll know when she sees her
face. Oh, she's so hot.
How about you?
Me, I would want Ashton Kutcher.
Okay, that's a good one.
I just like him because I think he can play a serious role, but I also think he's funny.
He is fun.
Quirky. When I was younger, someone told me I looked like him once, and I was like, that's the greatest compliment I've ever been given in my entire life. So, Danielle,
how about you?
Reese Witherspoon.
Kelly Clarkson.
Love
Kelly Clarkson too.
Julia, thank you for coming on. Thank you for being a pal.
Thank you for having
Thanks for
me.
bringing the energy. You were great. I'm so glad we got to do this. No, you did amazing.
Oh my god, such a natural. Like you could not tell this is like your first time.
When she sat down, I was like, ooh, she's getting comfortable. This is good. If people want to find out more about you, your art, where can they go? How can they find you?
You can follow Brevetti_art or Julia_Brevetti on TikTok.
How do you spell that?
Brevetti.
There we go.
Follow me.
And if you made it to the end, we appreciate you guys. Give Julia a follow, give Danielle a follow, give myself a follow, and buy some of her art and commission her to get some wheels done and some cars done.
Only get the cars.
Only get the cars, no wheels. And we will see you guys next week.
Bye.
Cheers, pals.
Ciao.